This is the final walk around of the San Franciscan street before it gets taken apart and built into something new. Zooming in here, one of my favorite aspects is this really cool little trolley. A very fun build. Next to that we have the street light and a crosswalk and this very nice old style home. Coming down, this is the hideout of the bad guys. Let's pull this truck forward. You can see here there's a chicken getting into the flower bed out front. This building is not detailed on the inside, but it does have a fully functional basement, as does almost every single one of these. And that basement does have a crawl space that leads underneath the street into the sewer system that comes out there. You can see a little bit of it, that light gray in there. Up on top, we do have a shady business deal going down. Thank you, Mom, for that. Next to that, we have this blue 3-story building. Have a young boy up here playing with his airplane. Coming down to the front entrance where we have a kitty cat. I do like how the window came out next to the door there. Very classy, and a old school style street light. Next up we have this building, loosely inspired by the bank that came out a number of years ago. This one is cool because it is the only one with a functional skylight. Some plants up on the roof there as well. Interesting details coming down the front here, but overall fairly plain. There is a random coffee maker on the front step and a bucket of water, looking like getting ready to water those plants. This is the only one with a tree in the front of it. Nice little brick-built tree. A little wrought iron planter. A little bit of a railing there. Coming down, we have this wacky styled building. Kind of looks like an old jukebox. The front of it is all glass. And you can see in there's a little bit of a kitchen. And nothing on the base floor. This one is very cool on the inside because I did a spiral staircase, which was a lot of fun to do. Down in the front, we have the resident walking out and a nice little barbecue out front here with a propane tank hooked up to it. Next is the Fisherman's Wharf kind of building. This was a lot of fun because it's not as fancy and perfect as all the other ones. As you can see, the roof is a little bit old. The shingles have been replaced and are not perfectly matching. There's a door that tucks way back in there. Interesting thing about this building here, it's the only one out of all of them where the upstairs and the basement are separate. And there is no way of accessing either from the other story. You cannot go from the upstairs to the downstairs without walking outside, and vice versa. The downstairs is completely open and would most likely be a shop of some sort. Come around to this side. Some nice shutters. I like the look of those. And this one does have a small attic. Overall, definitely one of my favorites out of all of them. That is a rough overview of the San Franciscan street here. Let's give you a look around this side. It's There is some more detailing on this building here. Getting in the light here, which is annoying, but a shot of that trolley. This is so far the only building that is really detailed on the inside. So let's take a quick look at that. Doing this with one hand is not easy. There's the upper story. Got a nice looking bed in there. The second story fireplace. There is a trunk, some other things in there. The staircase going downstairs and a small ladder going up. Take this story off. Here is the main story. Should look at the kitchen, which is not much, and the root beer cabinet. Again, a fireplace on the side. Stairs going upstairs and stairs going into the basement, which on this one is quite sizable. Very deep basement. Next we have this building, which, like I said earlier, is not super detailed out, and again is proving to be difficult with one hand to pull apart. There we are. Nothing up here. This is the only one with an interior wall, which leads down into the basement. Ooh. Oh, that is right. Right. Forgot this one is wired as well. There's the basement, which leads into a small crawl space over here. Which is a spider. Put that back. Right, next we have this building. Very small roof. Huh. There's a bed and table in there. Interesting. Second story. Main story. And I guess this is one of two, this one and that one, that don't have a built-in basement. The constraints to this blue one here is that there is quite a bit of support structure underneath it for the other buildings, and it could not have a fully built basement. Next up, we have the white building. Come on. There we are. Different color interior. Staircase. Oops. There we are. Main story. As you can see, this one has a basement. This one here. This one's roof is pretty interesting because it pulls off from the back. As So you can see the spiral staircase. See it better as we start taking more of this off. Very cool design. A fridge and wash tub. Main story, nothing there. Again, spiral staircase. If you look around the side, which you can't really see, there is access to the basement via a ladder. Alright. Finally, we have the Fisherman's Wharf. Cool little shack here. Trying to recall. Nope, I cannot get that off. So that is what the roof comes off as. Let's see. Been there. Nothing really. Just for looks mostly. There's the second story with the small staircase leading up. And the main story. That'll be it for this guy here. Lots of modular pieces.